Big up, big up, big up everybody. Hey boy United, the Hardman 876. And today we're gonna make a video speaking about Manchester United and their left wing options after Patrick Dorgu's injury. Now it's been reported that Patrick Dorgu unfortunately will be out for about 10 weeks. He had a hamstring injury after the match against Arsenal, and due to that fact he will be out for 10 weeks minimum. Now I genuinely don't think it's a case where with Dorgu being injured we really need to be setting off like alarms, and we need to be like worrying too much as it relates to what we're going to do on the left. We still have Matthias Cunha, who I even had said from the last two matches that we played that I would have preferred him to start on the left, but Michael Carrick would have seen it fit to start Dorgu over there, and it's working. Clearly it's working, because that kid has been balling out. He's been scoring, he's been getting assists, he's been dynamic on the wing, kind of like a breath of fresh air. You get me? So all respects, all kudos to Carrick for making his decisions, and it's his decision to make at the end of the day, because he is the manager of Manchester United, or the caretaker manager I should say. So team selection is all up to him. So you can have your personal preferences, but yeah, the manager will pick at the end of the day. But I don't think with Dorgu's absence we really need to be worried that much, because we can still go Mbeumo up top in the striker position and then play Cunha off the left, Ahmad off the right. We can go Sesko up top, Mbeumo on the right, Cunha on the left. We can go Sesko up top, Ahmad on the right, Mbeumo on the left. Like we still have clinical finishers in our front three. We still have persons who can damage teams based on their potential and their capabilities. So I'm not really worried about the fact that Dorgu is injured. Would I wish that he would still be available for team selection? Absolutely, because the youth are do a job. Like at left wing, he is absolutely balling out. Like absolutely balling out. It looked like him really find favour in that left wing position, and I just wish a speedy recovery for him. I hope it's a case where them say 10 weeks, they project 10 weeks, and then the medical team assess him again and they realize that he can come back like after 6 or 7. You get me, I say? But yeah, I don't think we need to be worried, really and truly. We have enough quality in terms of our attacking front three for us to be worried about Dorgu being injured. We just wish that he heals from this injury quickly. And we talk about Ahmad and Sesko and Mbeumo, etc., etc. We all have Shea Lacey, who is somebody that I actually want to see get more game time. So maybe this injury can be a gateway for Shea Lacey to get more game time, because I genuinely want to see what he can do in the team coming on as a sub. You get me, I say? Now another thing that I wanted to look at is Manchester United and what we should be looking at in terms of signings. Now, the January window is practically, like, the door is this close to being shut, or the window I should say. We haven't made any signings. I heard rumors in terms of us signing a midfielder on loan, the whole thing about Ruben Loftus-Cheeks and Wilfred Ndidi, and us looking at options. I think Manchester United needs to start making signings, or continue to make signings, because I cannot lie, the signings that we made under Amarim in terms of Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko, Lamens, who flies under the radar a lot of the times because he's a quality signing. Quality. I think we need to continue on that trajectory, getting players who will come into the team and we don't have to worry about, they need time to settle into the Prem and blah blah blah. If you look on it, you see the time that other clubs are graced with, we are not graced with that amount of time. At Manchester United, the fact is you need to hit the ground and hit the ground running. And if you don't hit the ground running, it's going to be a case where you're put under a lot of pressure because people are like, oh, we signed XYZ for £50 million and they can't do this, they can't do that. And people are just like putting you under a lot of pressure because they need you to hurry up and start perform. So I understand that, you know, you're allowed to have a bad game, but at Manchester United, you really need to come in and just know, say, all right, I need to put in some serious work and get my performances up to scale so people can look on and realize that I'm quality and give me a bit more time to be like, all right, clearly the youth can play ball. I could just watch him and give him time for gel with the team. I think midfield signings that we need to be looking at are of the nature of players like Carlos Baleba. I mentioned Felix Emecha before from Borussia Dortmund, and I think another player that Manchester United could look at to sign in their midfield who is quality is that midfielder from West Ham named Mateus Fernandes. I think he is class, like absolutely class. I watched a match with West Ham the other day. The most recent match that they played, I don't remember who they were playing against, and his play style reminds me of a kind of like a Casemiro-ish, Santi Cazorla-ish type of player, like one of those firm midfielders, one of those players who have a presence in the midfield, can stick in a tackle, will let attackers know that they're there. You get me? So like somebody who I wouldn't say puts fear per se into an attacker, but an attacker will think twice before running at them because them know say, oh, if me really get too close or misjudge my dribbling, then they might really come in hard. I think he's a really good signing, but Manchester United needs to look at in my eyes, or in my honest opinion, they need to look at a quality midfield signing to replace Casemiro, and we also need to look at getting fullbacks. All respect to the fullbacks that we have, and I think Dallo is a decent fullback. No disrespect to Dallo, but I think we need to bring in some fullbacks on both sides, both flanks, who genuinely like bring a certain level of quality in terms of up and down the field, smooth transition from defense to attack, quality in terms of crosses, because we literally have, in terms of a striker, we have the golden ticket in terms of getting somebody just getting their head on a cross. Benjamin Sesko is a giraffe. He is literally a fast giraffe. That man is 6'5" and can jump. It's one thing being 6'5". You're already a cheat code, you know. But for you to be 6'5" and then be able to leap that high into the air, it's ridiculous. So if we can get two fullbacks who are, forget decent, two fullbacks who are exceptional at crossing the ball into the box, then we can really unlock the best out of Benjamin Sesko. Because when you look at fullbacks that fit that type of like crossing profile, running from defense straight up into attack, look on the Callum Robinson, Callum Robinson name, him first name, I think it's Callum Robinson from Fulham, Robinson, Federico De Marco from Inter Milan. You're looking at your Dumfries from Inter as well. Just players who you know are very athletic, players who you know are pretty quick, and as I said before, like the type of football that Manchester United is known for, or DNA or style of play, is not no tiki-taka football, is not no possession-based football. We can keep possession because we have players who have the quality to keep possession, but really and truly, our style of play is that in just that snap of a finger, we carry the ball from defense to attacking a like what maximum 10 passes. Like that is Manchester United. That is our DNA in my eyes. When I watch Man U, you will see us concede a corner, the goalkeeper catch the ball, throw out the ball, and then all of a sudden we're there up at the other end, attack the ball in the opposition net. Like that to me, that's our style of play. Soak up the pressure, push on the counter. And we need players who fit that type of system. So yeah, as I said before, I wish a speedy recovery for Patrick Bale Dorgu. You are doing amazing, youth. You're doing a fantastic job. Like literally, I can come out and say that I was a bit skeptical of some of the earlier performances. I was wondering if he could manage the weight of the badge, and he has absolutely, not even just under Michael Carrick, even the performances. This is leading up from even when Amarim was still here, you know. He has been consistently, when given the license to go forward and go into a more attacking role, he has been doing a madness. Like the youth are playing some good ball. So again, speed recovery youth, and the board, the recruitment team. Let's get in some, even if it's not for January, even if we don't do it in January, because I'm a realist and I don't think we're signing anybody in January. Today is the 28th of January. In some places, the 29th actually, and yeah, I think it's wraps. I don't think we're signing nobody, but if it's even to look at the summer transfer window, let's bring in some signings that can really fix the puzzle. Some signings where when you piece them together, you're like, yo, there's a team coming along here. Because really, in my eyes, and I'm being so serious when I say this, in my eyes, all Manchester United needs to be a title challenging team is 2 elite fullbacks and an elite centre mid to put, well, a central defensive mid to put beside Menu. If you can get a proper CDM beside Menu with Bruno Fernandes in front of them, I think the front three that we have is good enough already. If you can get that with 2 excellent fullbacks, nothing is stopping us from winning the title. And that's my genuine opinion. But yeah, United, the hard man needs 76, you know?